but he has a phenomenal development, great proportions.
There, I went over to machine again, concentrating on inner back.
Back in here, 2. That one's back, 3.
Started with close grip pull downs. From there, just trying to focus on my inner back.
We're going to have her come in today.
I want one more shot in front of those great fans, and of course for the great Joe Weider.
Creature of habit, Groundhog's Day, over and over and over, Groundhog's Day.
Then, prime physique. Back in the 90s, the bodybuilding scene had a titan who went by the name Flex Wheeler. Let's talk about a time when Flex was the epitome of prime physique and left an indelible mark on the bodybuilding world. Flex Wheeler's physique during the 90s was nothing short of jaw-dropping. Picture this, a sculpted masterpiece of muscles, perfectly proportioned, with a symmetry that could make Michelangelo jealous. The guy was a walking work of art, and his aesthetic appeal was off the charts. But what really set him apart? Those legs. Flex Wheeler's leg muscles were like the crown jewels of his physique. When he hit the stage, it was like witnessing a masterclass in leg development. They weren't just muscles, they were a statement. Now let's talk dominance. Flex Wheeler wasn't just a participant in bodybuilding competitions during the 80s and 90s. He was the undisputed king. His reign was marked by victories that etched his name in the annals of bodybuilding history. The Ironman Pro knew no other winner but Flex. The Arnold Classic? Well, that was practically Flex Wheeler's playground. He strolled in, dominated, and left with a trophy. And those are just the highlights. Flex's shelf was stacked with victories from the France Grand Prix, South Beach Pro Invitational, Night of Champions, and the Hungarian Grand Prix. This guy was the real deal. Now let's get to the nickname, the Sultan of Symmetry. If that doesn't scream regal dominance, I don't know what does. It wasn't just a catchy title. It painted Flex Wheeler's ability to sculpt his body into a harmonious balance of muscles.
There's no secret. There's no magic pen or no bullshit like that. It's just hard work and grinding, so.
But he has a phenomenal development, great proportions.
There, I went over to machine again, concentrating on inner back. Then the last 2 movements basically was for back thickness and inner back.
Look at the split he's doing right now. I mean, I don't think that I've ever seen in the history of bodybuilding.
What a great challenge you put forth earlier in the year. You said at 52, I'm going to get back on that Olympia stage.
Every pose, every flex was a symphony of strength and aesthetics. Others might have had brawn, but Flex had the artistry. He wasn't just a bodybuilder. He was a sculptor crafting a physique that would stand the test of time. Imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger, the legend himself, looking at Flex Wheeler and saying, "Now that's a bodybuilder." Flex wasn't just a competitor. He was a force that left an impact on the very essence of bodybuilding. Even to this day, many argue that he was the uncrowned Mr. Olympia, narrowly missing the title in 1993, 1995, and 1998. The man was a living proof of what the human body could achieve through dedication, discipline, and sheer willpower. In the world of bodybuilding, Flex Wheeler wasn't just a name, he was a legacy. His prime physique and the trail of victories he left behind are more than just a chapter in the history of bodybuilding. They're a saga. It's the story of a man who transformed his body into a work of art, a symphony of muscles that resonated through the ages. The 90s might be over, but Flex Wheeler's legacy, that's forever etched in the ironclad archives of bodybuilding greatness. Transition. Health challenges. Now, let's dive into the roller coaster ride of Flex Wheeler's life, a journey that took unexpected turns, threw challenges at him, and showcased the indomitable spirit of a true warrior. The turning point came with a health setback that would test even the strongest. Flex Wheeler faced a leg amputation, a blow that could have shattered anyone. Imagine a bodybuilder known for his impressive leg muscles, suddenly having to confront the loss of a limb. It wasn't just a physical challenge, it was a seismic shift in his identity. The impact rippled through every aspect of Flex's life, posing potential challenges that extended beyond the physical realm. How does a bodybuilder redefine their training routine when a crucial part of their physique is altered? The challenge wasn't just about adapting to a new normal. It was about redefining what normal meant for Flex Wheeler. The hurdles didn't stop there. In 1994, a near-fatal car accident added another layer to Flex's journey. But here's the remarkable part. Instead of succumbing to despair, Wheeler turned adversity into a stepping stone. Depression, poverty, and a brush with mortality became catalysts for his resilience. In a world where many would have thrown in the towel, Flex Wheeler found the strength to not only stand up, but to return to the stage. His comeback wasn't just about reclaiming lost ground, it showed his unyielding spirit. And then came the revelation: kidney disease. The discovery didn't break him, it fueled his determination. Flex Wheeler faced the challenge head-on, proving that his battles weren't confined to the stage, but extended to the very core of his being. Despite the triumphs, there came a point where Flex decided to hang up his competitive boots. In 2000, he retired from the bodybuilding scene. It wasn't a defeat, it was a strategic withdrawal from a battlefield that had witnessed both victories and scars. The decision marked a shift in focus, from competitions to a more personal battle, the battle for health. Health struggles persisted.
So did back rows off the slant bench with dumbbells.
It's hard me to shoot my training videos, so
Anyone be so flexible that he can do this particular pose here.
Started with close grip pull downs. From there, just trying to focus on my inner back.
his wife owns a company called Digital Soul, and
No way in hell, at this stage in the game that I'm going to add any more muscle or anything like that. So I'm just
Back in here. 2. That one's back. 3.
trying to refine and burn as much calories as I can and working on condition.
Leading to a kidney transplant in 2003. Flex Wheeler wasn't just battling opponents on the stage, he was in a life and demise struggle with his own body. Surgeries became a recurring theme in his life, over 40 and counting. But through it all, he refused to be defined by his health issues. Retirement from competitive bodybuilding didn't translate to retirement from life. As we peek into the present, Wheeler's health condition remains a challenge. The risks to his limbs linger, a constant reminder of the fragility of life. Yet, in the face of uncertainty, Flex Wheeler stands tall, a symbol of resilience. Now, post-injury and aging. The Flex Wheeler we knew from the 90s, the king of bodybuilding with a physique that left us all in awe, is now a transformed man. The adjustments in his training post-injury and the changes in his body composition paint a vivid picture of a journey that has reshaped not just his physique, but also his entire identity. Post-leg injury, it's evident that Wheeler had to reevaluate and reshape his training routines. The guy who once dominated a bodybuilding stage with his powerful leg muscles
Thus comes the name Flex and his initial championship just a week ago.
we're going to have her come in today.
4. Come on. 5. Bring it up. 6.
And just the most outstanding definition.
Do what I've been doing every day, just more or less becoming a
I want one more shot in front of those great fans, and of course for the great Joe Weider.
I mean, it's just freaking hard work, day in, day out,
had to adapt to a new reality. Picture this, a bodybuilder known for his leg prowess now navigating a world where a significant part of that prowess is no longer at his disposal. The adaptations to his bodybuilding approach are not just about tweaking a few exercises, they are about reinventing the entire game. Physical limitations after the leg injury forced Flex Wheeler to rethink how he approached his workouts. The visual contrast between the Flex Wheeler of yesteryear and the present is staggering. Let's talk about body composition. Aging is a factor none of us can escape, and coupled with the aftermath of a significant leg injury, it becomes a complex dance between time and physical resilience. Flex Wheeler's body, once a sculpted masterpiece, has undergone alterations that are hard to ignore. The muscle mass that once defined him has likely faced the impact of aging and the limitations imposed by the leg injury. The symmetry that earned him the title the Sultan of Symmetry may have faced a shift. The once unmistakable appearance of the king of bodybuilding has transformed into something unrecognizable. The contrast in before and after photos is nothing short of startling.
If it was easy, then everybody would be in shape, right?
We're shooting my training video, and it's
You know, Flex Wheeler is very new to the international bodybuilding scene.
Trying not to do any harm and, just stay busy. A creature of habit, Groundhog's Day, over and over and over, Groundhog's Day.
The man who once stood tall on the bodybuilding pedestal, exuding strength and confidence, now appears almost like a different person, a sad old man. The physical toll of the leg injury and the inevitable march of time have left their mark, creating a stark dichotomy between the past glory and the present reality. Flex Wheeler's body composition changes are not just a reflection of the natural aging process. They embody the challenges and resilience of a man who faced the unexpected with every ounce of strength he could muster. The visual narrative tells a story of transformation, not just in physique, but in the very essence of identity. Flex Wheeler may not look like the king of bodybuilding anymore, but we can never forget his legacy. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.